Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Blight League. So, in this episode today, we are going to 100% fully AFK a Tier 15 Blighted map without using a single ability. We're going to stand still on the pump, and we're going to watch as the map auto-completes itself. We're going to unbind all abilities. We have no flasks. We're not doing anything. We're going to sit back. We're going to talk to you about the build while the game plays itself and we make free money. So here we go. Let's showcase the map creation. So here's our Blighted Siege map. First, we're going to chisel it up. Then we're going to alch it. We're going to look for some good mods like Vulnerability, Temporal Chains, Monsters are Hexproof, and Monsters take Reduced Crit. Okay, I can't do that. Don't want the Reduced Crit. Increased Area, Increased Life. No thank you. We got Chain Damage. That's perfect. Okay. Again, I don't change my... I don't bother changing my Ascendancies for this, my Pantheons for this, so this is my Pantheon currently, and I have this one, Shakari and Lunaris. This is for delving, so I'm not even going to change it. Now we have our Blighted Siege map. We apply 3 Crimson to get 9 Blight chests are lucky. This is the method I use to make the most money, to make the most profit off of it, and this is the current setup. So how we're going to do this is we're going to start the map. I'm going to Cyclone into the pump so that I'm inside the pump, and then we're going to stand there completely AFK, and I'm going to unbind the Cyclone as I explain the build. Because this is different than the last one I showed, and therefore I would like to go over it a little bit. Okay, we're going to skip the timer, unbind this, and now... well, I guess I'll keep the move only. Okay, so... how you guys doing? This is the new build, the new character. If you're wondering what the damage is, we'll start there. The damage, Shaper damage, okay? Shaper DPS, because that's what people care about. The Shaper DPS of this build right now is 9.29 million DPS to Shaper. We have 17 zombies. It's absolutely insane. We switched. So, previously... the build I was using Montergruel's Grasp, and I was using the shield, this really good shield, and I thought, man, what could be better than this? And forever, people keep commenting about this stupid two-handed mace, and I said, well, how can this two-handed mace be better? I don't understand. Montergruel's Grasp is insane. And then I tried it. It cost me 11x to buy this mace. It was fully completed. So it has +1 to socketed gems, and then it has Maim. Socketed gems are supported by level 18 Maim. Okay? Those were the 2 mods you're looking for on a mace. It also has 30% quality. It also has this, it's a 6-link, socketed, all the right colors, yeah. So, you multi-mod it with +2 to socketed support gems. Minions deal increased damage, and minions have increased attack speed and cast speed, so they get like 28% increased attack and cast speed, 70% increased damage, and +2 to socketed support gems. So the Empower is a +6. So the zombie is a level 20 zombie. It gains 1 level from the item, 6 levels from the Empower, and then 2 global levels from my Ascendancy. So this is a level 30 zombie gem, and I have 17 zombies because I'm a Baron strength stacking build with 1500 strength. So I gain 5 zombies just from the Baron. I gain another zombie from the chestplate because of the enchant that I have. I mean the extra craft that I have. It's very cool. So our build is just complete zombies, and we use Animated Guardian to do the auras and the buffs that give us these ones up here: Fortify, Kingmaker's Presence, Victorio's Flight, Damage Aura. We use a Kingmaker's Despot Axe, we use Victorio's Flight, the Lear Cast Helmet, Soldier Gloves, and Ambush Charge. If the Animated Guardian gets hit, it has a chance to generate Endurance Charges, which share with its allies, which includes us and the minions. Pretty cool. So we can get Endurance Charges from the Animated Guardian. We use these 2 Spectres. They're called Host Chieftain and Carnage Chieftain with Blood Magic. So the reason we have Blood Magic linked to these 2 is they use their spells apparently cost a lot of mana. And so when you link them to Blood Magic, instead of needing their mana back to finally cast their abilities, they can just spam their abilities, and their abilities are to generate power and frenzy charges to you and to them and nearby allies, which includes me and the minions. So they're AoE global frenzy power charge generation. Very cool. I use 2 of each to keep up the consistency more often. Wow, a boss got pretty close there. That was better than the last one. I mean, that was closer than the last one. The last Blighted map I tried, I wanted to make sure this worked before I committed to a full video. They didn't get close, dude, so that was a little bit closer, but yeah, we're still doing perfectly fine. The build, pretty much, yeah, you could just go into a map, do this, and then just go AFK and come back, and you'll have all the loot from the map. So I'll still end the map with the loot explosion. I'll open up all of the loot. I'll even, I guess I'll keep track of what loot I get and show you what I got, I guess, because people care. They, like, even though the point of the video is about fully AFKing this map, they're still gonna ask, what was the loot? Did you profit? Is it worth it? Even though I have like 10 videos about tier 15 blighted maps and different oils and all this stuff. No, they still want it in this video. They don't want to go watch all the other no, tell them all the information in every single video every time. Like, okay, but no, wow, they're getting close. Oh no! Oh no! I'm kidding. It's all a joke. So, yeah, the biggest change was the Mace, and then because we don't have the shield giving us the 16 all res, 33 chaos res, life, strength, I had to figure out the chaos res somewhere else, so now I added chaos res across a few of my jewels. I have given back chaos res to my minions. I teched into even Golem's blood and like some weird other things. I have extra sockets on the skill tree. It's a lot different. I can go over it after the map is done, but I want to, like I said, fully AFK the encounter. I don't want to touch anything, no flasks, no abilities. I just want to sit here, AFK it to prove, without towers, fully AFK'd, okay? No one can say anything about this. There's going to be no fucking excuse. Try to prove that I didn't just fully AFK this. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I'll see one dumb comment. I'm gonna call him out. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. I'm just joking around. There was a few though last time that were like, "Oh, you didn't AFK." I'm like, God damn it! Like, how can people be so naive? There's like 19,000 people that all love it, and then there's like 3 that have tinfoil hats on. It must be fake. Like, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. So I'd call this a GG. There's only like 10 mobs remaining. They're stuck and they're going to take forever, so I'm going to go complete the map. I'm going to call this completed. There's nothing else spawning. The timer's gone. These are stuck. Nothing's happening, so I'm going to go clear them. One more. Two more. There we go. Now let's get all the loot. We'll first open all the loot, and then I will actually loot it after, and then I'll show you all the loot in a tab, and I'll tell you what it's worth and tell you if we profited. So again, it was a tier 15 blighted map, 4 chisels, an alk, 2 chaos, and the crimson oil, 3 crimson oil. The blighted tier 15 map at this time costed me 120 chaos, so that's relevant. I was wondering why I couldn't flame dash, and then I realized my abilities are unbinded. We got a Geoffrey Sanctuary, that's pretty cool. Worthless goddamn item, but it's pretty cool. Okay, the last one we ran, we got a silver oil, it was pretty neat. Okay, how many sec deck? Nice. Very good. Probably should rebind my, like, flame dash and shit. And then the rest of my abilities, you know, we only bind the ability that we actually need. There we go. Perfect. Don't know why I started looting. Habit. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I kind of want my flask too. They don't have any charges. Unlucky. So yeah, if you guys want to also fully AFK tier 15 blighted maps, just copy my build, easy peasy, games beat. They definitely won't nerf this. There's no way that this would get changed. This is completely fine and allowed in the game. Come on. Everyone should be able to fully AFK the highest tier content that was brought out in the new expansion, right? If you guys did enjoy the video, though, you should hit that like button. If you learned something new about PoE that you didn't know was even possible, hey, smash it, subscribe. I do shit like this all the time. Next, I don't even know, more ridiculously hard content that I want to smash. So I'm going to loot all this, and then I'll come back with how much we made. See you in a little bit. Well, for you, it's going to be just like a quick second, but for me... Alright, anyway, I'll see you in a bit. So the loot off of the AFK Tier 15 Blighted map is as shown, based on currency cop, which only tracks the base value of the currency and stuff. It doesn't actually know what the items are worth that can have a different value. These incubators also don't have the right price. A lot of the stuff is messed up, but just a quick, like, I'll put it like this. The currency cop, this is like the minimum with just selling the easy to sell, like transferring the easy to sell currency. This is 86 chaos. And then the rest of it, I'd say we easily break even and probably make a little bit of profit. I don't think we rolled very high on this map at all, and we probably just break even, but we didn't lose money on this map. That's the result. Now, just to show what I meant by the two-handed mace, this is the two-handed mace I paid 11x for, right? The links are Raise Zombie, it's a level 30 because of all the support. Minion damage, we have Empower, we have Feeding Frenzy, melee physical, and Multistrike. Multistrike is super broken. It makes them like do this AoE multiple times in the area that they stand in. And then the cast when damage taken setup that I talked about, maybe I didn't talk about it. So I have a cast when damage taken setup like before, where it would do cast when damage taken, Desecrate into Spirit Offering, right? But now I have Molten Shell, Val Molten Shell even. It's a 10/20, so you can get this triggered because of the cast when damage taken. And you can also trigger the Val version whenever you want for a really long shield. It's like 3k and it lasts a long time because we have an increased duration 20/20. And then on top of that, I added normal skeletons, 8/23. And so when we get hit, we'll also be summoning skeletons. Pretty cool. And then our aura setup is now in our gloves, so we use Hatred with Generosity, War Banner, and SkitterBots. The SkitterBots doesn't work with Generosity, but I figured it's like the best place to put it. I might as well, you know? And then we have Flame Dash and a ring. We lost an unset ring because I needed to cap my chaos and stuff, and we couldn't use the old ring. I had to tech into Dex on the tree because I couldn't get the Dex from my ring anymore. I teched out of the chaos res up here for the minion because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points to gain. It was like what 31 chaos res for 7 or 8 points, and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna use my current jewel sockets and just add minion chaos res in each one, and my minions will have capped chaos res without that node, or they'll be like 10 or 20 off. Either way, it's not that big of a deal compared to like 50 chaos res. So my minions don't die, they're gods. I also decided to, instead of using this endurance charge node, this extra node here, or an extra node here or here, or up here for extra, while my other jeweler was extra strength, or this node for extra strength, or this node for extra strength, I stopped at 1500, and then I have, I went down here, and so the reason is an extra jewel socket while getting Golem's Blood. It's one of the best defensive nodes that you can get. Look at what it costs to anoint this onto an amulet. 2 golden oils. This one, 3 golden oils. And then we have this, which while we're cycloning, gives us +2 to melee weapon and unarmed attack range, +20 strength, and 1% of regen per second. It's insane for us. Also, I'd like to point out that we no longer have the ability to proc Elemental Equilibrium in the build, so we could take off Elemental Equilibrium, or we can, I believe, craft onto the amulet some sort of damage that will add to attacks so that we can apply Elemental Equilibrium, and then all we would have to do is bring back our 2 zombies.
I need more mana.
And reactivate our auras. And there we go. Oh, we also lost a Spectre, but that's okay, because of the Death's Attunement that's on the amulet. So if you want to follow the build that I did to completely AFK these Tier 15 Blighted maps, the POB will be in the description. The entire guide will be written out in the description. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. Make sure to hit that little bell to receive a little extra piece of notification. And if you guys want the cheaper version of this, I've done this before with only one button instead of fully AFK, and it was basically using skeletons and then Val skeletons. That's all you had to do. Now this one's a lot more expensive and a lot more complicated, but the result is completely AFKing to the point where you could be playing multiple of these at one time because you're allowed to have more than one PoE open at the same time. That sounds really broken. Alright, I hope you guys have enjoyed and break the game along with me. I'd like to also thank my Patreon. We have 2 Patreon supporters I'll show right now. They are White Wolf and Tradnix. Thank you for all the support on Patreon, and then we also have YouTube memberships, so I have 2 more people beyond White Wolf and Tradnix. It's Varkbone and Diverboy. Thank you guys for all the support, and I appreciate it, and I hope you guys can support financially as well, because I don't make as much as you would think from the YouTube, but doing my best. I don't stream, I only do YouTube, and hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I just wanted to add that the currency cup updated after I finished the recording, and it shows 150 chaos now. It added an extra 63. I'll even leave the Giazzo a picture in the description if you're super curious. It shows the actual currency cup with the top numbers with the value and the additional 63. Okay, that's all. So we did profit 100%.